Hello and welcome to another video from My Random Hobbies. It's been a little while, but here we are back again, and today we're going to be looking at an old comic from way back in 1983. So let's get started. So the comic that I've chosen to look at today is from 1983, 4th of June 1983, so nearly 40 years, 39 years ago, and it's the Tiger comic. Now, I never read this as a child. It was in the house, but my brother remembers this more than I do. I've actually got three brothers, and certainly one of them definitely read Tiger when he was younger. And I actually bought this for him, so at some point I'll get it over to him so that he can sort of reminisce as well. But Tiger, for those of you who don't know, seems to be mostly about sport and football, which obviously appeals to a lot of youngsters, certainly. And again, this is not a sexist thing, but back then, sort of football and cricket and things were more the domain of boys' sports. Obviously, nowadays things have progressed and girls are playing these sports as well, but predominantly it was a boy-orientated comic, and hence all the characters predominantly are boys in here as well. But I picked this episode or this one for a number of reasons, but Billy's Boots is on the cover here, and it's in colour. When you open up inside, there are a number of other articles, a number of comic strips, if you like, for want of a better word, that are in black and white. But it's not just comic strips. There are articles in here as well. So we've got a cricket quiz from David Gower, for those of you who perhaps remember him as a youngster. We have a bit of Action Spy stuff going on. Here we've got Hot Shot Hamish in colour. So again, a football one back in colour. We then have a whole article on Ian Botham, or Sir Ian Botham as he is now. And again, at the time, very sort of renowned, famous cricketer, still is obviously, but not playing anymore. And I remember as a youngster, he did I think it's Land's End to John O'Groats walk, and he had a whole entourage of people with him, and he sort of travelled the country, and he walked right past our school. And we all as a school went out to cheer and clap as he walked past. So, it does bring back certain memories from childhood as well. Then we've got a little short cartoon clip strip there. Hubert Windpipe and Company. Again, I've never read this. Then we've got what appears to be some sort of little jokes or puns, picture jokes. Then we've got another article on Tops, which again looks like it's a football related article. So you can see that this is very much geared towards boys in the 80s who loved their football. And then of course we've got Billy's Boots from the cover replicated in the middle there. It's the main story in the middle. Then we've got one about snooker. We've got an adventure story there, looks like, with snakes. We passed one at the beginning with spies, and boxing was another one there. Then Billy's Sports School. So now we're getting to cricket. And again, so cricket and football were probably the two main sports as I was growing up. You had your football through the winter months and your cricket in the summer months. I never particularly got on well with either sports because I just wasn't that I just wasn't that sporty as a youngster. And then this sort of thing, and I forgot that comics and things had this sort of thing. So here we've got a poster of the county champions cricket team. And of course, people would cut these things out and stick them on their wall. Not like today where, you know, everything's instant, it's on their phones, they can see these things. To have a photo like that was brilliant, and you cut them out and you put them on your wall, and you know, you might have your favorite football teams or whatever, and you would just adorn your wall with what you fancied, and again, most of it cut out from things like this. Then we've got a rugby orientated comic strip. Again, rugby was around, it was popular, but it was less popular than football. Football obviously was sort of for the masses. Then we have Syntech, which looks like some sort of it looks like some sort of cyborg type. I say cyborg, you know what I mean. Some sort of robot man, if you like. And then Martin's Marvelous Mini. So we're sort of touching into the car market as well, which again, you can see why it might appeal to boys at that time. And then on the back, an Airfix Builders sort of model advert there. So that's Billy's Boots from 1983. At the time, cost 18 pence. I mean, you can't get much for 18p now. You can't even get a Freddo for 18p. They cost, I think, 25p or 30p now, Freddos. It's ridiculous. So 18p, and you had, that was your Saturday entertainment. You know, that kept you busy for an hour or two while you poured through the magazine and read the articles. There we go, a trip down memory lane. Hope some of you remember that, and please do remember to comment, please like, and please subscribe. It does help, if nothing else, my self-esteem. So there we go. Right, thanks ever so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Take care for now. Bye-bye.